I know you all know I'm always excited on this show, but I'm also excited today for this conversation. I think it's going to be really useful to all of you, and it's a new friend of mine. We're sitting down today with Mike Iamele. Mike Iamele is a life purpose expert and brand strategist. With his sacred branding system, he's helped hundreds of people to connect the dots between their lived experiences to find the common threads that explain their subconscious motivations, unique genius, and life purpose. Now, that is one hell of an intro, and I thank you for testing my skill sets. Welcome to the show, Mike. How are you, my friend?
I'm not too bad. Thanks so much for having me. And so for me, self-awareness is really leaning into that subjectivity to make those empowered decisions about who I am and the world around me.
That's beautiful, and I'm so glad you brought up shame. We talk a lot about it on the show because it can drag you down pretty deep if you let it sort of overcome you like that. And since you say that about how we use shame so often even in our motivation sometimes. Let's just dive into that a second, because that's really powerful, because I've done a few shows on purpose and I've loved it. And I loved your take on that, how purpose is shown to us in the social media realm and in the business realm and the self-development realm. I think it can lose its way. So share with me your thoughts on this.
Oh, a million thoughts on this. So, purpose has become this big buzzword, right? Everybody's talking about purpose. And I think the way we talk about purpose so often is that it's aspirational or achievable. So we'll say things like, my purpose is to be a life coach. My purpose is to start a podcast. My purpose is to get married or write a book or whatever. And that's so beautiful. But here's the thing. If we can achieve it, that means we can also fail it. And that doesn't make any sense. How could you fail your purpose? And furthermore, if we can achieve it, that implies we didn't have it at a certain point. So did you just not have a purpose as a baby? That doesn't make sense. Of course you did. And you had a purpose more than just a job. What about your relationships? What about your friendships? What about your trauma and your healing and all of these other places in life?
But yeah, openness is in there. But yeah, let's. I've done a couple of demos on a few episodes. I've really enjoyed it. So let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So my two prefaces, I guess I'll say here. One is just for everybody listening as well. To the best of your ability, I know this is hard, let go of what you think your words are going to be. This isn't desire work. And, most of our desires are heavily conditioned. And when I work with people, it's actually 2.5 hours, like I said. So I have to make sure that people can't predict anything I'm doing. That I trick them every step of the way because it's got to be purely subconscious, purely emotional, but beautiful, beautiful. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think of 3 jobs. So pull up 3 jobs in your mind. These can be, way back since high school. These can be your current job. It can include things you're not paid for, like volunteer work. It can include podcasting. It can include being, a partner or a husband or a friend or whoever. So just any job or role you play in life. And I want you to give me one of these jobs and tell me 3 things that you make people feel in that job. For example, you may make people feel safe or empowered or excited or engaged or whatever. So one job and 3 things you make people feel.
I know the 3 jobs since I was 19 all the way up to now. All of them is this sense of in trauma-informed safety. Always had that. Always want people to feel safe in this space.
So do you mind, just for the sake of play here, do you mind just picking one of those jobs, just one, and just saying like 3 things that you made people feel? And they can be anything. And don't worry about the other jobs, but it could be anything. So you made people feel, so tell me one of the jobs if you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'll talk about the job where my transformation really took place, which was at the Theatre Royal in Bath. It saved me. That place saved me, honestly. When I started there, I was in anxious mess, depressed, and yeah, those people saved me. But what made people feel there was safe, loved, and seen. I saw all of them. I really held space. I wanted to see them, deeply. So seen, safe, and loved.
Beautiful. Seen, safe, and loved. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Give me another job and 3 things you make people feel. So just to play today, we have, supported, seen, alive, compassionate, safe, and fun. Let's put those in there. Okay. So now we have these sensitivities. I'm going to guess that in some of your happiest, most successful moments, or, your relationship or the work that you really love doing, you feel really seen and, supported and fun and alive and compassionate. And then in the moments that are the opposite of that, that you don't feel so great, you feel the opposite of those things. Maybe you feel unseen or unsupported. Maybe you feel that people are being really harsh and not compassionate. Maybe you feel that either, alive is going too kind of excited, like anxiety, or the other way where it's really depression and it feels really bad. And we'll see that a lot. Shadows can go multiple directions. But now we have, to some extent, a very small, very shoddy here, beginning of your idea of your sensitivities.
Absolutely amazing. Well, I just want to thank you for this. I think you're just an amazing human being, and I feel honored and so grateful that I've got to meet you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Likewise. I really feel that. And I love the work that you're doing in the world.